I can hear destiny calling out my name. Failure and dreams both offering, but both offering change. Surrender offers rest, but I die for peace. Don't need your protection, don't need no shield. Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. Now watch me bleed. The winds of life are blowing, it brings doubt like rain. But I would roar like thunder, and I would storm like hail. A rising fall, both beckoning, both offer change. But I need a bolt of lightning and embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. Now watch me feed. Now watch me feed.
Hey everyone, Joe here. Just wanted to do a video for our next group build that we're going to be doing over at HLI Hobby Link International, and that is the Jesse Buchsbaum Memorial build. And it brings me no pleasure to have to do this group build. In fact, I'm actually very kind of angry that I have to do a group build for something like this. You can read Jesse's story over on the HLI community, and I'll put the link down below. But Jesse unfortunately left this world way too early due to bullying, and it's something that I can't wrap my head around, and it makes me so very angry. But his father, Bud, has been persevering, and again, the story is over on HLA. I encourage you to go read it, if nothing else. But I mean, there's nothing I could say, other than, keep marching forward as you are, and thoughts are with you. It's heartbreaking. I never understood bullying. I was never a bully. I got bullied a little bit in school early on, right? Like 4th grade maybe. But the people I associated with were... no one really wanted to probably go against them, to say the least. They were not to be trifled with. But anyways, so I just never understood it. And these kids nowadays, it's so unfortunate, because it's not like when a lot of us were younger, right? Where you would go to school, you might get bullied, and then you'd go home, and you'd have your friends and family around you, and you were completely disconnected for the most part. But these kids nowadays, they're cyberbullied. They're online video games. People make these fake accounts, and they bully them there, and they're on their phones, which everyone's constantly connected to, young and old. I don't care what you try to say. They're constantly bullied on there with text messages and spam and all those other, social media things. There's no escaping it. It's a constant bombardment of a mental attack, and it's sad to see that happening. So I do get frustrated when I talk to people and they say, well, I was bullied when I was a kid. Yeah, okay, but again, times change. Candy bars are no longer a nickel. Gas is not 84 cents. And other things change in this world. Some not for the better, right? Some for the better. And if you don't adapt, that's on you. But I just, I don't really have too much more to say. I'm frustrated I have to make this video, and I don't want to talk about this kit, and I don't, care that much about the building a model kit when it comes to something like this subject because of the subject. So, but I do want to do something for Jesse. And what we're going to do here is this 148 scale Airfix North American P51D Mustang. It looks to be a pretty good kit. These new recent Airfix kits are pretty nice, and so I'm excited about that. If it's anything like the other ones, then it should be pretty nice. You can see they're still pretty reasonable, $26.99 for this kit. 2 ways. We're going to be doing the blue nose. We'll get into that later, but that's the one we're going to be doing. And in here, of course, we have our extra bits like our mini mask. There's not much to mask on this. I'm a sucker for these masks, so they're just very, very helpful in the long run. And then we also picked up some Kits World 3D decals for the dash or the control panels and all that. They should be really nice. Hopefully they're like the Quinta. I don't know if they're going to be that nice, but hopefully they should be pretty cool. They look pretty cool, and it should be a lot of fun to use these again. And we have our instruction booklet here and our decals real quick. Probably will not be using any of the stripe decals. I'm probably going to paint all of our stripes on, but we will be using a lot of the other stencils and decals on here. Then we're also got our instruction booklet here. Now the nice thing about Airfix is they will actually let you build a wing or a wheels up version. I think that's probably what we're gonna go with here. So you can kind of see, flip through, you get a bunch of options, but here they actually are going to give you 2 options. One with this exhaust. There's 2 different exhausts. I did get a quick boost one, but I think it was the wrong one. And we'll see though if we can use it. And then the other thing, like I mentioned here before, which is really cool, you get to do the wheels in or wheels up version. So we're going to try and do it in flight, I think. And so we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, here is the markings that we're going to do it in, which was flown by Major George Earl Preddy. And I'll put a picture of the actual plane up in here. And we'll be operating off of this with some references. Also have a bunch of reference books that I'll throw the pictures in here as well, just so you guys can see it. And then we have all of our parts. I took them out of the plastic bags. These were in bags. And typical new Airfix, that bluish gray plastic, super kind of soft, but it's really, really finely detailed. And like I said before, I'm kind of a big fan of these recent releases by Airfix. So lots of different options, different wheels. Look at the weighted wheels on here, so you don't have to sand them down, which to me is fantastic. There's probably going to be some accuracy issues coming along, but other than that, you know, it's a Mustang, so it's fun. And you know, this had to be like one of the, if I had to think of anything that was an anti-bullying aircraft, it would have to be the P-51 Mustang, right? It's just that iconic aircraft that you would think is just the protector. So hopefully this all goes well. You can see here some other bits and bobs. The pilot is not good at all. It is not molded well. So I probably won't be using it, even though we're doing wheels up. We'll see how it goes when we come along. I might paint it just to try and have some fun. But that's what we got here, everyone. You know, I'm very, very, very proud to be in this group build over at HobbyLink International. And if you're interested, please join up. I think it's for a really, really good cause. I'm also going to put some links down in the description as well. So for one, you know, if you have kids or friends or family, please talk to them if they're in a bad place. You know, it's hard to talk about sometimes, but it can go a long way. And there's going to be a link down in the description below for the Suicide Prevention Hotline as well. I encourage everyone to really, like I said, talk to people. Let them know you're thinking of them, concerned about them if need be, especially in recent times as well, But that's really all I got here. So I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you're taking care of yourself, both physically and mentally. And we'll talk to you soon.
No shame, if I'm not the same. I am not the same.